Here's a look at a market recap for Tuesday, the 30th day of September. Feeder cattle auction day at the Ozarks Regional Stockyards in West Plains. They're not quite done yet, but getting semi-close down there as of the recording of this report at about 3:30 on Tuesday afternoon. They're already about 1,300 head into the auction today. Take a look at way the cattle are selling midway through the auction. The steers, medium and large ones, 4 to 5 weights at $440 to $515. Some fancy steers up to $522.5. 5 to 6 weights at $402 to $430. 6 to 7 weights at $380 to $405. Some 7 to 750 pound steers at $360 to $380. A load of steers, 834 pounds at $353. Feeder heifers, medium and large ones, some 4 to 5 weights at $385 to $460. Some 5 to 6 weights at $367.5 to $387.50. Box beef cutout values, choice closed up 35 cents for the day at $371.03. Select down $1.64 at $347.25. Those values based on 122 loads of cuts, trimmings, and grinds. The choice select spread at $23.78. Negotiated feedlot trades so far for the week, still basically untested, just a few over 400 heads scattered around, not enough in any single feeding region for any kind of a good price test yet this week. Taking a look at the closing futures markets on the Mercantile Exchange today. Live cattle. The October contract up 52 cents at 231.85, December 234.77 up 95, and February 237.17 up 95. Feeder cattle, October closed up $4.82 at 361.02, November up $5.47 at 359.35, and January up $5.70 at 353.05. Lean hogs for October down $1.30, 99.85, December 88.72 down 162, and February at 90.30 down 160. Taking a look at the grain markets for the day. Mostly a lower day across all the grains today. The USDA quarterly grain stocks report came out mid-morning, and those numbers were revised as we're kind of at the end of last year's crop production year and the beginning of this year for corn and soybeans. They make revisions to last year's yield, acreage, and production. And those numbers came in awful bearish, especially for the corn. Somehow they found another 25 million bushels of corn that was left over from last year, added to production rather than left over. Soybean production was revised up by 7.74 million bushels. So even though corn stocks and bean stocks are lower now than they were a year ago, because of those revisions of production, they weren't near as low as what the industry expected. Taking a look at the cash bids at the elevators around the state today, corn 3 to 6 lower, beans 8 to 10 lower, and wheat down 11. Corn in St. Louis 413 to 414, Kansas City at 388. Soybean bids, St. Louis 971 to 972, Kansas City at 916, wheat in St. Louis at 448 to 463. Taking a look at the closes on the Board of Trade, corn, December down 6 at 415.5, March down 6.5 at 432, and May at 441 3/4 down 6. Soybeans, November down 8 3/4, 10.01 3/4. January down 9.5 at 10.20 1/4, and March at 10.35 3/4, down 9 3/4. December wheat down 11.5 at 5.08, March down 10 3/4 at 5.27, May at 5.39.5 down 10 1/4. Soybean meal for October 265.70 a ton. That's down $2.40. Soybean oil for October, $48.87 a hundredweight, down 24 cents. With the Missouri Department of Agriculture, that's a recap of your markets for Tuesday. This is Tony Hancock.